like all the other places that we lived, it was like all my friends were military brats, so like we sort of knew the situation that we were in, and we knew what it meant to be like a kid that like your parent was like working every day and like all day every day, and like they were gone sometimes, like being deployed.
How do you think that most Americans perceive military personnel, like in a positive or negative light? Like how would you base your answer off that?
I don't know. I think it's like, I think people can tend to be really polarized about the military, and I think part of that probably comes from like a misunderstanding, or like the fact that the military is sort of like kind of this like mysterious entity that has like a lot of attention but not everybody knows about. So like you get like both ends of the spectrum. You have people who are always like, we should do so much more for our troops, like they're so important, they're like national heroes. People that come up and say thank you so much, you know, and like talk to my mom and like, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with all this stuff, or like, poor you, Alex, like you must go through so much. And then you have like the other end of the like spectrum, who like people who don't understand like why we have a military, or like automatically assume that if you are in the military, you're stupid, you're mean, you're like ignorant, or like you don't like people from other countries, things like that. Like I said, I'm fortunate enough to like not have come up against that, but I do think like within the American community and maybe like the international community in general, like there is sort of like this sense of like soldiers being like, kind of like robots. Don't like, realize that like somebody tells them what to do and they do it without thinking. People, you know, like they're like, this is my dad's job. Like just how some people's dads like go and work in an office or like go and work in a hospital. Like this is my dad's job. Like this is what he does to support his family. You know, he like made this conscious decision to like be part of that organization. That's what he wanted to do with his life. And I just think people don't really like understand that. They just like stereotype it as like some like, you know, like a jarhead or something like that.
The military fights to protect us.
Anything from like going to foreign countries and, for example, fighting terrorism, fighting the war on drugs, fighting, I don't know.
Military, in my eyes, protects the United States from a whole bunch of things. They protect us. They act as our security force, and they also act as a symbol of our power.
The military deals in both foreign and domestic concerns to protect the United States, I think. That's what I'm guessing.
Brave, honorable, and hardworking.
They're very brave, willing to serve our country in whatever capacity they can.
Athletic, brave, and determined.
Brave, courageous, giving,
Okay.
selfless. That's how dependable.
Do you believe that it's important that the civilian and military worlds like understand each other, like the misconceptions that people may have about the military? Do you think it's important to try actively to bridge them, or is...
Yeah, I think it's really important because they're basically like codependent.